Welcome to Burns Hustles, where we turn side hustles into cash. Do you struggle with staying motivated to get your work done? If so, you're not alone. The challenge of maintaining motivation is a common one, especially in our fast-paced world where distractions are just a click away. The importance of motivation cannot be overstated. It's the driving force that keeps us going, that pushes us to strive and achieve. This video is here to provide you with practical tips and strategies to remain motivated. In the following minutes, we will explore some effective strategies to keep you on track. Firstly, understanding what motivation is and how it works can be a game changer. At its core, motivation is the drive that propels us to act. It's the fuel that keeps us going, that pushes us to strive harder, to reach further. It's a psychological force that is intricately woven into the very fabric of our consciousness. Motivation can be divided into two main types. Intrinsic motivation comes from within us. It's driven by personal satisfaction and the joy we derive from performing a task. On the other hand, extrinsic motivation is driven by external factors, like rewards or fear of punishment. It's essential to realize that motivation isn't a one-size-fits-all thing. It's a deeply personal and subjective experience. What motivates one person might not necessarily motivate another, but understanding these nuances can help us harness our motivation more effectively. Now that we have a basic understanding of motivation, let's dive into some strategies to boost it. Scene script. Strategy number 1, set clear, achievable goals. Ever feel like you're running on a treadmill, working hard but not getting anywhere? Well, you're not alone. Many of us find ourselves in a similar rut, and the key to breaking free is setting clear, achievable goals. You see, the human brain is a goal-seeking organism. It thrives on targets and revels in achievement. When we set a goal, it's like setting a destination on our internal GPS. We focus our energy, marshal our resources, and start moving in a specific direction. But here's the catch. Our goals need to be clear and achievable. If they're too vague or too ambitious, we risk overwhelming ourselves and losing motivation. It's like trying to climb Mount Everest without any training or preparation. That's where SMART goals come into play. SMART is an acronym that stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Specific means your goal should be clear and well-defined. Instead of saying, I want to be successful, say, I want to finish my project by the end of the month. Measurable means your goal should have concrete criteria for tracking progress. Instead of saying, I want to lose weight, say, I want to lose 10 pounds. Achievable means your goal should be within your capacity and resources. Instead of saying, I want to run a marathon tomorrow, say, I want to run a mile without stopping by the end of the week. Relevant means your goal should align with your broader aspirations and values. Instead of saying, I want to learn French, say, I want to learn French to improve my job prospects. Time-bound means your goal should have a deadline to create a sense of urgency. Instead of saying, I want to write a book, say, I want to write a book by the end of the year. By setting SMART goals, we can give our motivation a much-needed boost, stay focused on what matters, and achieve what we set out to do. Remember, a goal without a plan is just a wish. Scene script. Strategy number 2, take regular breaks. Now, this may seem counterintuitive. You might be thinking, if I want to get more work done, shouldn't I be working more, not less? Well, not exactly. Working non-stop can lead to burnout and decreased productivity over time. It's like trying to run a marathon without taking a single breather. The human brain, as powerful as it is, needs time to recharge, to process information, and to prepare for the next round of focused work. That's where taking regular short breaks comes into play. Studies have shown that people who take breaks maintain a consistent level of performance, while those who don't see a decline in their performance over time. Now, I'm not suggesting you take a 2-hour break after every 15 minutes of work. That's not being productive, that's procrastination. What I'm talking about are short, regular breaks that give your mind a moment to rest and recharge. One popular method that utilizes this concept is the Pomodoro technique. Developed in the late 1980s, this time management method involves breaking your work into 25-minute intervals, separated by 5-minute breaks. After completing 4 of these intervals, or Pomodoros, you take a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes. The beauty of the Pomodoro technique lies in its simplicity. It's easy to follow, and it creates a sense of urgency that can help you stay focused. Plus, by taking regular breaks, you're giving your mind the time it needs to recharge, leading to increased productivity and motivation. So, the next time you're feeling overwhelmed by a task, remember to take a step back and give yourself a breather. It's not a sign of weakness, but an essential part of maintaining your productivity and motivation. Remember, productivity isn't about being a workhorse, it's about being a racehorse. So, how can you stay motivated to get your work done? Let's take a moment to revisit the insights we've explored today. Firstly, we delved into understanding motivation. Remember, motivation isn't a magical entity that appears out of thin air. It's a result of our internal drive to achieve, to conquer challenges, and to grow. It's that spark inside that pushes you to keep going, even when the going gets tough. Next, we touched upon the importance of setting clear, achievable goals. Goals give us a direction, a clear aim to work towards. They break down the overwhelming into smaller, manageable tasks. But remember, when setting goals, be realistic. Set goals that challenge you, but ones that are also within your reach. Then we discussed the power of regular breaks. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that working non-stop means you're being productive. But the truth is, our brains need breaks to recharge and refresh. So don't shy away from taking a breather every now and then. It can actually boost your productivity and creativity. I encourage you to try these strategies. See what works best for you. Experiment, adapt, and find your unique formula to stay motivated. Because at the end of the day, there's no one-size-fits-all solution. Remember, motivation comes from within. You have the power to stay motivated and get your work done. Go for it!